Hi students. So this is just a video to remind you how to use Buzz. So when you get logged in, to actually log in first, you're going to want to make sure you go to Google Classroom and you are going to pull up the class that you're in. So for example, personal finance, and you're going to go to classwork. On the left-hand side, you're going to see your topic. So you're going to go ahead and click Buzz. And then you're going to go ahead and click on this link here. And when you click there, it will take you to your login screen. You're going to use your username and password. And then you are going to click Login. You're going to see different boxes here on the screen. You're going to see 6. In your first box, you're actually going to see the list of your classes. You're going to go ahead and click there on one of the classes that you're in, i.e. personal finance or international business, whatever, when you're in with me. And then you will be brought to a separate screen when you click on those words that looks like this. You're going to go ahead and click on whatever button or whatever area you're looking to go into. So I'm going to go ahead and click in personal finance. And when you're here, you are going to see your folders on the left-hand side. So no matter what you do, you'll always navigate to the left-hand side folders. So if we're in insurance, if you're doing some back work, careers, credit and loans, you can see all the units that we're actually going to do are open to you. So if I go ahead and say I want to do some late work, I can click on Unit 7 folder and you'll see it'll open up. So what you will have access to and what you're going to want to do is you are going to do the same thing for every single unit. Once I explain Unit 7, it's the same for all the other units. You are going to read 7.01 or whatever unit you're in, that will switch the number at the very beginning. So if we're in Unit 8, it would be 8.01. So you're going to go ahead and read any icon here on the left-hand side that looks like a page with no writing is something you have to read. So as I'm ready to go, I'm going to click through all these slides while I'm reading, and then afterwards I'm going to take a quiz on it. And then I'm going to click on 7.02, and then I'm going to take a quiz on it. I'm going to read 7.03, I'm going to take a quiz on it, so on and so forth. Quizzes, you can take as many times as you want. You just have to redo them if you would want to get a better score. Remember, part of your grade for Buzz is based on how you do on the quizzes. You do not have an excuse to not get a good grade on the quiz since you get to redo them. As you're reading and going through, you can go ahead and do these study questions or you can do them afterwards. So when you go ahead and click on those study questions, if you click on this and download this on your Chromebooks, it will show up in a .docs extension, and if you work in that, you have to save it first. Save it first as a Google Doc and then work on it. If you work on it, then save it as a Google Doc, it's not going to save any of your answers. You can avoid all this trouble by going back to Google Classroom in the Buzz area. I have put Buzz copies of questions. You can open up that folder, and in that folder are graded assignment questions and study questions. So we're currently I'm working in Unit 7, okay, like it says right here, Unit 7, study questions, insurance and consumer protection. So I would go ahead and open up those insurance study questions. I have already done this for you and saved it as a Google Doc. All you have to do is save a copy. Make sure that it goes into your shared folder that you created with me on the first day of class, and that way I can see it. Now, if you are working in anything that has a 0 next to it, so your Dropbox for your study questions is underneath, again, the little icon here, the readable one, you have your page with writing on it, that's your Dropbox. And this is where you would have to turn it in at. If you're noticing that there's a little 0% here, that means that I've already graded it, and you're going to have to click the share button on your document. So if I go ahead and open this up, I'm going to click that little blue share button when I'm done working on it. And you will notice how it will already have my name in here because it's in the folder you shared with me. However, for me to regrade it, it's a lot easier for me for you to share it one more time. So you're going to put JL Miller at barabooschools.net, and you are going to share it with me a second time. And it sends me an email in my inbox, and I just click on it and I grade it right there. The last step in order for me to regrade something is you need to make sure that you do a regrade sheet. Those are located in our classroom. You pick it up in the back of the room, fill it out, and you turn it into the box below where you picked it up. So just as a reiteration on what you're being graded on for Buzz, under class information, you will see what I'm looking for. So if I go ahead and pull this up, standard 4 is going to be your study questions. So those things in that folder that I've created for you, or what you have to download. If you are attempting the study questions, so it's half the study questions are done, you'll get a beginning. If you complete it accurately and fully, you'll get a developing. Proficient, you have to do the study guide, but then you also are completing half of that graded assignment. And then advanced is the study questions completed fully and accurately, and the same with the graded assignment. As far as standard 11 goes, those are going to be your quizzes. So if you add up all your quizzes and then divide it by the number of quizzes you take, so take 4 quizzes, if you get 100% on 2 quizzes, and the last 2 you get 90%, you would add all of that together, divide by 4, and that's where you're going to fall here. If memory serves correct, it's going to be an advanced. So if you do it that way, you're good to go. And that would be what is under for standard 11. That's Buzz in a nutshell. Have a good night and day and evening. See you in class.